Hi, it's Walter Burns from Keller Williams City Life Realty and livingonthehudson.com for this week's Living on the Hudson weekly recap. News article I came across this week from CNBC, which discusses the apartment rents dropping nationally and also vacancy rates being at a record high. Again, this is a news article that's for a national story. However, I will tell you from the Hudson County perspective, they've been building a lot of exclusive rental buildings in the market, and I'm starting to see a lot of those buildings start to offer incentives, whether it's 2 months free on a 15-month lease or a reduced security deposit, things like that. So they've been building a lot. If you drive around the area, you'll see a lot of new construction development going on. Majority of the new construction are exclusive rental buildings. So as the supply increases, I imagine the incentives will also increase. So I'll link this down below. Also linked down below will be the market snapshot from the past week. This is the inventory levels of properties available for sale in the various communities I'm discussing along the Hudson, as far also the amount of properties that went under contract in the past month and year to date, how many have sold. In the first week in January, we're going to publish the data looking back in the past 20 years for Hudson County, all the different markets, downtown Jersey City, Hoboken, other sections of Jersey City, and we'll be able to see inventory levels, how many properties have sold year over year, and then the average sales prices for sales prices, median sales prices, days on market for average and median. So you'll be able to track over the past 20 years or so how the market's been performing. Because people always ask, if I buy this property, how am I going to do? And we'll look back and you can kind of see, where the market was flat, where it picked up, where it has increased. So it's something, the data points are good to look back at. So that'll come out probably sometime in early January. Looking through the market in the past week, there have been 84 properties that have gone under contract, meaning they have offers that are accepted on them. They had an average list price of $841,000 and a median list price of $794,000. Last week, there were 66 properties that went under contract, so we are up from last week, coming off of Thanksgiving. The average sales price, $825,000, so slightly higher this week, and median sales price was $689,000. So the median price about $100,000 higher than last week. Days on market for these properties was 37 days on market for the average, 30 for the median. Last week was 39 for the average and 32 for the median. So about the same. A couple places that stood out to me that went under contract. Over at Maxwell Place in Hoboken. This was 1100 Maxwell Lane, unit 531. It's a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,208 square foot unit. Also came with parking for one car. List price was $1,450,000. It was on the market 27 days. I actually sold this property about 5 years ago for the seller at the time. So now the person who bought it has resold it. So you can check this out. This is a western-facing 2-bedroom at phase 3 of Maxwell Place. So this is looking west towards Hudson Street in the 1100 Maxwell building. And it's an open floor plan, 2-bed, 2-bath. What I mean by that is you have living room, kitchen in the middle, 1 bedroom on the right side, 1 bedroom on the left side. Maxwell Place, 24-hour concierge building. They have an outdoor pool, fitness center, shuttle to and from Hoboken Path. And this building was built around, this building 1100 Maxwell was built around 2012. And this has gone under contract at 1100 Maxwell Lane. List price, $1,450,000. Downtown Jersey City, over at the Galleria on Provost. This is one of the newer buildings that has been built in the last 5 years in downtown Jersey City. This is 144 First Street, unit 4A, 2-bed, 2-bath, 913 square foot unit. List price $935, on the market 59 days. This was a resale property. So the building was built about 4 years ago. So now you're starting to see some units turn over there. The average condo owner in this market usually owns for around 2 to 5 years. That has been trending a little on the higher end now, where people are staying longer, but it's not uncommon to have somebody sell in less than 5 years of ownership. This building is located close to Grove Street Path Station in the Powerhouse Arts District of downtown Jersey City. And this has gone under contract. List price $935, 913 square feet, 2-bed, 2-bath, over at the Galleria on Provost. And all the buildings that I'm discussing will be linked down below on YouTube. You can check those buildings out from my website, livingonthehudson.com, where you can see other units that may be available for sale or for rent. Downtown Jersey City, over at the Emerald. This is 45 River Drive South in Newport, unit 104. This is a 1-bed, 1-bath, 853 square foot unit. List price $548,700. Interesting number. Days on market was 36 for a 1-bed, 1-bath. This is 45 River Drive South, which used to be called the James Monroe Building, is now called the Emerald. They rebranded the building about 6 years ago. This was like the original first quote unquote luxury high-rise condo built in downtown Jersey City, built around 1987 in the Newport section. So it looks like this unit has original floors. Building has a 24-hour concierge doorman. They also have on-site fitness center and a residence lounge. And you're not far from Newport Path Station. And you're also not far from Hoboken Path Station along the water. You can take the pathway along the waterfront to Hoboken and get there rather quickly. And this property has gone under contract at the Emerald. List price $548,700 for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. Moving a little further north into Weehawken, you had 1200 Avenue at Port Imperial, unit 520. This is the Avenue Collection. 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,272 square feet. List price $1,058,000. On the market 70 days. Also came in parking for 1 car. Avenue Collection built by Lennar. 2 separate buildings. You have building 1000 Ave at Port Imperial and building 1200 Ave at Port Imperial, which is where this property is located. And this is, again, an open floor plan. So you have a you walk in, living room, kitchen in the middle, and then bedrooms on opposite ends. And it looks like this is a western-facing unit, so non-view, non-New York City view. And how I know that is this is looking across the street into the rental buildings, which are behind it on Port Imperial Boulevard. Building has outdoor pool, fitness center, large residence lounge, 24-hour concierge doorman. And you're also not far from the Weehawken Ferry Terminal to New York. And this has gone under contract at the Avenue Collection, 1200 Ave at Port Imperial. List price $1,058,000. A little further north in West New York, 9 on the Hudson. This is 9 Ave at Port Imperial. Unit 1110 is a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1541 square foot unit on the 11th floor. List price $1,928,888. On the market 22 days. Also came with parking for 2 cars. So this is a high floor 2-bedroom that looks southeast. So you're looking south towards downtown Jersey City and east towards Midtown Manhattan. Building was built around 2018 by K. Hovnanian. They 24-hour concierge building. They have a large fitness center, residence lounge, multiple common outdoor spaces. So they have a pool with a barbecue area, as well as a rooftop, common outdoor rooftop space. And you're not far from the Weehawken Ferry Terminal, bus on River Road, right a block away to New York City. So a very convenient community to live in. And this has gone under contract over at 9 on the Hudson. List price $1,928,000. A couple units that sold in the past week over at Sky Club in Hoboken, 700 First Street, unit 12Q. This is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,273 square foot unit. List price was $899, and it sold for $899. 26 days on the market. Sky Club, built by Toll Brothers in two different phases, around 2004-ish timeframe. And this was in the Western Tower. So the West Tower, it's two different towers. You have an East Tower and a West Tower at Sky Club. There's a Western Tower, and this unit looks north and west. So it looks west towards Jersey City Heights and north into Hoboken. Excuse me. And this is sold over at the Sky Club for $899,000 on the market 26 days. There was another unit, 16 PV in the Sky Club. So this is a penthouse level unit, 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet. List price $1,125,000, and it's sold for full price $1,125,000. 19 days in the market. Looks like it was a cash purchase. And this unit also faces west. So this looks west into Jersey City Heights. And also a view of Journal Square. Sky Club has a 24-hour concierge. They also have a shuttle to and from Hoboken Path Station, peak morning and peak evening rush hour, Monday to Friday. And they also have a large residence lounge on the first floor. And parking is available on site to rent on a monthly basis. And this 2-bedroom is sold over at Sky Club for $1,125,000. Moving into downtown Jersey City, 10 Provost Street, Unit 2606, another Toll Brothers building, built about 8 years ago. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 785 square foot unit. List price was $888,000, and it sold for $888,000. Don't have interior photos of this unit, but this was built by Toll Brothers in the Powerhouse Arts District. Toll Brothers also built a new building across the street from this one called 151 Bay Street, but a very similar building to 151 Bay, but 10 Provost was the first one that they built in this neighborhood. And 24-hour concierge, large amount of amenities. You have a sky lounge on the top. You also have another amenity floor with a large fitness center, another residence lounge, children's play area. So it's amenity-driven building, large outdoor pool. And this 1-bedroom, 1-bath has sold for $888,000. And finally, over at 700 Grove Street in downtown Jersey City is another Toll Brothers building. So Toll Brothers has developed a lot of these full service 24-hour concierge steel and concrete buildings in the past 20 years. And this is one of them. You have 11P over at 700 Grove Street. This is a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,220 square foot unit. List price was $785,000. It sold little under asking for $769,000. 34 days on the market. Also came with parking for 1 car. So this is a south-facing unit. So it's looking south into downtown Jersey City. And this is really a 1-bedroom with a den. They're marketing it as a 2-bedroom, but this room over here, just behind the kitchen, there is no window. So it's a bedroom. Most people use it as a bedroom. However, it does not have a window. And technically, this is a 1-bedroom plus den layout, which is a very popular layout in this building. There's a lot of different lines in this building, unit lines that have this layout. There's also proper 2 bedrooms in the building as well, where the second bedroom does have a window. And those units tend to sell for a little bit more. But you can see here, this is the other room. There's a French door here. There's also another door here that leads to a full bath. And this 1-bedroom plus den has sold over at 700 Grove for $769,000. Link down below, you'll have all the news article I discussed, the market snapshot, as well as all the buildings that I just reviewed in the Hudson County area will be linked from my website, livingonthehudson.com. If you have any questions about the Hudson County real estate market, you can reach out to me anytime at walter@livingonthehudson.com or at 347-448-3766. Feel free to comment, like, or subscribe down below. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.